It's 1st of March, which means it's the first day of autumn. And so I thought, let's pop around, let's have a look at a few things, and talk about some of the things I learned this year. And that's a lot. Okay. This fennel patch brings me to one thing I learned this year. Protect your seedlings from birds. They didn't pull them out. Most of the time what they did was they were digging in the mulch so much they just buried them. Another thing I've learnt is just because you like to grow it doesn't mean other people like to eat it or buy it. There's no obligation on their behalf to actually support what you want to grow. So if you are moving a market garden, or trying to move to a market garden like I am, I'm sorry about all the traffic, it just seems they're all coming at fucking once. You need to sort out the difference between what you can grow and what you should grow. And what you should grow not necessarily got anything to do with what you like. There's sugar cane. I never thought sugar cane would grow in New Zealand, but there it is. Beautiful. So, what you like and what can sell can be completely different things, and you just might have to cover it up. This is a great lesson I had. This is the only patch of reliable lettuce I've managed to have all summer. It's just so hot that it just bolts in no time whatsoever, and I barely get any lettuce out of it. I've tried the other way of putting shade cloth over it, watering systems into it. It didn't go well. Another lesson I learned, and you can see by the fact that there's pumpkins in my courgette patch. What you need to know is that always label those seeds in something that isn't going to fall off, wear off, get washed off, something like that. Because I could have grown another load of courgettes in there. Having said that, courgettes not actually a whole heap of money in them because everybody's growing them. If you were growing this, okra, unfortunately, I had a problem at the start of the season and lost most of my okra and didn't re-sow them. Mainly because my wife is not a fan of okra and didn't see how anybody would possibly ever want to eat okra, and believed I was absolutely crazy, apeshit bonkers for even suggesting that we eat okra or that we sell okra, because nobody would want to eat that. So I growed a load of market more cucumbers in their place. Wish I'd gone back. If I could go back in time, I would go back and replant those all in okra. Which brings me to the third thing I learned, which has to do with the polytunnel. The polytunnel, valuable space, absolutely. Actually, no, let's jump to something else. This is another example of something I learned. Grow something no one can get from anywhere else. Now, I'm pushing the limit of whether these are going to come into fruit or not. I don't know. This is a second crop of them. I should have had them in the ground earlier. My bad, I didn't have them in the ground earlier. Actually, they were on these trellises here where some beans are now that are racing to the first frost. They're gherkins. Or, I was selling those for quite a bit of money, and people were lining up to buy them because you can't get them anywhere else. Nobody sells them. And if you want to grow them, as you can see, it takes a reasonable amount of space to get enough to make it worthwhile making a batch of pickles. Nobody wants to do that in a small town garden, which may be the size of this passion fruit hanging arrangement here with all the space you got. Well, the whole lot's going to be basically taken up with gherkins. Brings me to the polytunnel. Fourth thing I learned: if it ain't fucked, don't fix it. Last year, I grew in this polytunnel, and they grew well in the polytunnel, a whole heap of apple cucumbers. Seriously. Now, I decided this year, I got permission from my market to be able to sell regular cucumbers, which is why they're ones outside. I, however, didn't think they would do so well outside. Thought they'd do much better on the inside, and of course I thought I'd steal a march on everyone else having them ready. There has been nothing but problems in this polytunnel with every other type of cucumber. I have barely got any other type of cucumber from any of these plants. I mean, here you can see I've taken them out and put beans in some cases because they were just so riddled with aphids. And it's not like they haven't been treated a million times. I have white oiled them, which is a mixture of oil and soap. It's supposed to clog up there. I mean, we are trying to run an organic place. We don't want to be using anything else. I have bought some organic sprays, and it's just not cut the mustard. But you see, these apple cucumbers are really not affected. Well, they are some way, but not to the same degree as the other ones. So, lesson learned. Next time, stick with the apple cucumbers, which, by the way, also fulfilled the thing that nobody else sells them, and you can actually get more. I'm selling a cucumber for $1. I sell apple cucumbers for twice as much. People don't like it, that's fine. The people who do like it don't mind paying the extra. Fifth thing I learnt this year: weed mat. Just use it. Okay? I know people go on about it being this, that and t'other, and it's bad for the environment, anything else. I have got a whole heap of weeds that grow, including things like cooch, which is a rhizomal grass, and kikuya, which is a rhizomal grass. And I don't care how well you weed and how much time you spend weeding, and I could spend all day, every day out here weeding. I would not be able to keep up in the height of summer with the cooch and the kikuya. Okay, this stuff outgrows everything else, it smothers everything else, it poisons the soil, it kills off other plants. It's absolutely useless. Sixth thing I've learnt: succession planting. Learn how to do it better. I haven't learned how to do it. I've just learnt that I need to learn how to do it. I think we probably made that point earlier too with the gherkins. Seventh point: when you think you've got enough, maybe you want to add a little bit more. Weather conditions this year, the zinnias haven't done as well as they would. Now, it's been really shielded by my snapdragons. They did brilliantly, and for far longer than I expected to, and that threw my timing off of putting in new stuff because the snapdragons were still going hard, and they were selling well at the market. I was like, why pull them out? What I should have done is planted the other stuff anyway in anticipation of one day the snapdragons are going to need to be pulled out. And I think for now, probably the main things I've learnt. So basically, try to find things that no one else grows, so you can get a decent price for it. Learn to succession plant so you've always got them. Keep on top of the seasons. There's another one. We're going into autumn. I'm trying to get stuff ready for an autumn season, moving from summer stuff to stuff that doesn't mind having frost and being wet. Autumns and winters tend to be like. If it ain't fucked, don't fix it, because you're probably just going to make it worse. And at the end of the day, I guess, just remember why you're doing this. I find this immensely satisfying. When I rock up to my market with my stuff, and people come and they ooh and they ah, there's always someone who's going to go, oh my god, I can't believe you're charging so much for that. Sorry, I had to do that in an American voice, don't know why. Just remember, those people you're never going to satisfy those people. Okay. These are the people that want organic, spray-free fruit and vegetables, but at the supermarkets, mechanically sprayed and artificially fertilized, etc. prices, often, frequently bought in from other countries, which do this country absolutely no damn good. You're not there for that market. And times are tough at the moment? Yep. Times are tough at the moment. People are doing it hard because the interest rates are so fucking high on their mortgages. You've got to rein with that a little bit, but at the end of the day, you've got to remember, you're not here for virtual slave labour produced carrots from Venezuela, where they pay people 20 cents an hour, if they pay them at all. Okay, so there's my 10 cents worth. Not sure whether this is actually going to get to ripen this year. I'm going to do a whole heap of work on this, but I am happy with these. Look at these. I mean, it's a happy accident. But some beautiful pumpkins. They're going to do real well right into the winter. And as per always, there's always that one courgette that you can't fucking see. Hides, courgette, sneaks under things, sneaky, hides there, and you try to pick it, and go around and go, is there any more? No, there's definitely no more. And then it sneaks back out and goes, you'll find me next week. Oh well, chickens will love it. Okay, catch you later, bye.